Hi guys, greeting from Los Angeles, and here I am from with HeArt4All with my friend Hector Villarreal. He's Mexican, but he's also a golf player, and he's part of a company that he's one of the shareholders of golf apparel. What I like about Hector is that he's an inventor, an engineer, but also Hector is somebody that has a heart for community transformation. And it is my privilege to introduce you today to him. And for me, has been such a tremendous privilege and honor to be able to walk close during these days and to learn from the many things that he's been doing through golf and through also yoga and dance, because he's a teacher. Hector, tell us who you are and what is in your heart and a little bit of your background.
Thank you very much, Armando. Thank you very much for taking the time and sharing all this HeArt4All vision, making me part and taking over the sports. And I would like to share with you a little bit of my story and a little bit of the background that I have. I started playing golf when I was 8 years old back in Mexico. I was born in Monterrey and then I moved to Morelia. I started playing golf there since I was 8 years old. After my high school and middle school, I decided to achieve my college education through golf. The best option that I had was the United States. So I decided to come to the States and play golf at the same time. Several of the benefits that you will find on the sport of golf is that, first of all, discipline. Second, the contacts that you can make. And third, the opportunity to get education in the States or other countries for free. That was the case of me, and that was the case of my two younger brothers. So I was able to help them to follow the same path and get them a full scholarship and get United States an American education.
Hector, one thing that I have noticed is that golf, in the case of golf, is often used for the privilege for those who have means, perhaps not here in the United States, but in many countries in the world or around the world, golf is seen as something that only belongs to the elite. How do you think we can break that paradigm? Because it's the vision and the heart of our foundation, of HeArt4All, to be able to equip people, with some of the tools that will restore identity, dignity, and destiny. So tell us, how do you see, how has been your experience regarding implementing some of these techniques with children?
I'm so glad that you asked me that question, because it brings my passion and at the same time the topics that I master, which is golf and helping people. After graduating, I played some professional golf, but I realized that playing professionally, it is a selfish thing to do, so it was not my call. I decided to start a school back in Mexico, and I was an instructor teaching other people meditation techniques, yoga, dancing, and golf. So when you introduced me to HeArt4All and when I met you and you explained all this vision, it was just such a great connection. I made such a great connection, because it is how I see myself on the future, helping other people in order for them to become better sports fellows, and especially in golf. And golf is a very useful weapon for them to get involved with a different type of community, and at the same time getting education for free.
Right. Well, this is so powerful. And you told me, before when we do this coffee time in Spanish, that your father went through a hard time financially. I guess he went through bankruptcy, but he never quit investing in you because he saw a future in that. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Absolutely. I love to talk about my father. He is such a great image and guidance for all the decisions that I make. In the past, in 1995 in Mexico, we went through a crisis, and the agricultural was the main area sector that was hurt by the economy. We depended on that sector because he supplies some agricultural fertilizers. So I was on the need to go out and become a salesperson. That's when I realized the touch and the connection with other people. It was one of my passions. So anyway, he decided to cut a lot of expenses, but he never cut the expense of being part of the country club, which we call in Spanish campestre. Later, through the years, I asked him, and I remember that it was my mom was present as well, and we were talking about how important it is for us to make connections at early ages, because the greater opportunities in life are at country clubs where people with high income, with high relationships, with high relations are around. So he had the vision. He knew that it was for the better of us to do not stop playing golf, or at least get involved with the people on the country club.
Yeah, that is very powerful. That you have a father that got a vision, and in HeArt4All, this is what we are also looking forward. To have like fathers and mothers for this orphan generation, for this generation that is looking for positive leaders, like Hector's father, who actually saw a future, who actually made an effort, even though he lost almost everything, to keep paying the club because he knew you're going to be in contact with some key people. Now, for us, the thing is the whole aspect of transformation, because we believe that it's not only the transformation of the individual, but it's a transformation of a whole community. And Hector is also writing a book about some of his techniques, and I would like you to encourage you to read those books. Soon they are going to be on the internet, they are going to be in our website, so you can get it online. But Hector, I would love you to tell us a little bit what is all that book about.
Yes. I connect a lot with history. So the part that I love the most about it is the Renaissance. How people was able to think, do, learn, and practice all engineering, architectural, philosophy, philanthropists at that age, at those ages. So I connect a lot with the Renaissance principles. I decided to go into read books about psychology and see what is the best channels for us to find our genetic potential. I found that the need of breathing, it's one of our basic needs, that actually it is the most important basic need we have. So everything starts exactly. And some Oriental techniques talks about the prana, which is the food that all the nutrients that the breathing has. So I start realizing some techniques and finding some principles that will help me achieve my best, the best out of me. Now, I want to share with all the people all those techniques that have worked for me. But the number one step is the breathing. Other examples that I do is the stretching, like on our past videos we were talking about how the importance of stretching and being flexible, even not just in our way of conducting in life, but physically we have to be flexible. And the other one is the dancing. Why the dancing? Because it
also
is
capoeira, just in case.
Capoeira, you like the capoeira. Yeah, so the dancing, and any dance, as long as there is music, that I found that those principles, those three things at least, make your life happier. In order for you to connect with the mastermind, in order for you to connect with the creator, in order for you to connect with the greater energy, your mind has to be at a certain level of frequency when you experience happiness. So when you're happy, when you're dancing, you're happy. You're following what our ancestors predict years ago. dancing, it's a very old tradition, but now I've seen a lot of people with complex. They think that people is gonna say, oh, they're gonna make fun of them but don't. That's one of the things that we should get rid of, being afraid.
Yes,
of
yes,
that.
yes, yes. No, it's very, very good. Well, Hector, it's such a privilege, man. And what excites you now? What excites you about HeArt4All? What is what excites you about being together and being part of the family of this international team?
Oh my God, I'm so. I mean, I like this moment even before we decided to come here and have some lunch. I mean, the fact your energy, the energy of the company, all the people, all the Facebook comments that I've seen, and just makes me so happy. Feel the connection of people around the world, because this organization is in all the world, connecting and not just being friends. They interact, like there's a deep commitment between you and them. So these people that is changing the world. So that's what we need. We need to gather all these masterminds, all these people that share this type of philosophy and energy. They want to transform the world, but they don't know where to start. This is a great way to start, because this organization has you have a structure already. And it covers all the aspects of what society has to make. And of course, you're you're full of knowledge, man. I'm impressed with just the fact that I hear you and how you relate everything. It's just it's a blessing for me.
It is a privilege, guys. For me, it's the honor. To be honest, I have been knowing Hector, being together with him during these few days. Literally like doing camping, playing golf, hearing his heart, looking at what he has written. And yes, I will encourage you to look at the seminars, clinics of golf that he's going to be doing through our HeArt4All TV channel, but also the whole thing of salsa and music, And he will be perhaps in your nation giving some seminars. So be aware and please be in touch with us. If you want to say some last words to our people there.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you guys taking the time to listen to us, look at this video, like it, share it with your friends, and don't hesitate to contact Armando, HeArt4All, or myself, and keep following us, subscribe to the channel, like us, and we'll keep you posted for the next video.
Yes, keep well, guys.